Hello, welcome everybody. It is Thursday, so we're back crafting with friends, and I have my friend Lala here from Mummy Guide Inc. And I think we fixed the weird audio from last night, so let me know if it sounds weird or not. But I think we figured that out. Anywho, lots of people are here. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Linda.
Oh, Linda's here. Hello, Linda. Welcome, welcome. We didn't have a huge plan for tonight. It's mostly just, I guess I should say, I see the folks who are here are familiar with Lala, but we didn't have a huge plan for tonight. It's mostly we're just doing various Christmassy things. But I don't know if you let me know if you want to introduce yourself and talk about Mommy Guide Inc. and all that good stuff.
Okay, thank you again, Jay, for inviting me over. It's always a joy to come into your show and be with you as we craft along together. So this today we're doing a Christmas in July, right? So we
Yep.
are both just it's just a chill episode. So whatever it is you want, if you want to join us as well, that would be great. By the way, I'm Mommy Lala or Lala from Mommy Guide Inc. There you go. Thank you, Jay.
And
Okay.
I'm actually working on a card sketch that I forget where you got it from, but it was the most recent mystery craft along. So essentially, I grabbed some brown and some green and some pattern paper I still need to cut. But what these will turn into are they're actually A2s when they're flat, but when they're
Oh, these are the
you know
cards
when
you made?
yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be this is sort of the part that stands up. So I still need to. My thought was I could use a tag and then do some pretty pattern paper and do this kind of a thing. And I really liked
Awesome.
someone had a cool idea, which was if you stamp like a sentiment on the back at the top, it's visible
Uh-huh.
when the card is closed. So anyway, if you didn't see the MCA as these go together, I'll give you more of a show and tell. But I still have a couple things to cut, and I think you're
Yeah.
playing with jelly plates.
Yes, I am. I am actually I decided last minute just this week that I want to join what they call this what do you call it? A jelly. It's like instead of jelly, you pronounce it as it's like July, right? So July.
Hmm.
Okay, July. Okay, my gosh, I can't understand. July postcard play. Okay, so it is a challenge by Carrie Griffiths, and I learned about it from PNM Artist Studio, which I actually met. I think in either Dawn or T or both their lives, something like that.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So I was watching them because sometimes they would be on while I'm still awake. It's morning time for me. And I saw
Hmm.
that they were doing this. I said, one of the things I've been wanting to do for a very long time was do this, right? So I got this quite a collection of different kinds of jelly plates. So just to show you how crazy I am, I have
Well,
this.
like I had to buy the one that's like an A2 and one that's I have one that's an A2, one that's a circle.
Correct. So I have like this small one,
Oh,
okay, the
that's
oval one,
cool.
the hexagon one, right? And then I have several of this size, and then I even have the bigger one. But then again, so what to do with that? Nothing. I just, think I want to do this, but then there was no project of any sort to actually really use it for until I was telling Jay behind the scenes that maybe this is the finally I will have a reason to actually play with it, right? So
That's
that's
the cool thing about challenges, right? It's like we get to take out all the stuff that we're sort of like, oh, we were gonna play with that at some point.
correct. And this is a
May or may not have
postcard.
found.
Yeah, so it's like a 4 by 6. So
Oh,
basically, what I'm
nice.
gonna do today, Jay, is come up with the more or less the backgrounds, and
Oh,
then put them together into the postcard later on.
that makes
So
sense.
yes, so I am going to be like this is the color palette. One of the color palettes I want to use. So more of kind of orange, green. It doesn't not the usual Christmas colors, right? So
Oh,
something.
good idea. Well, I've been having fun with like non-traditional palettes too. I mean, because that's always a nice way to kind of mix things up.
Exactly, right? So, anyway, so good day, good evening, good morning to you all.
Oh,
Hi,
hey Jim,
Jim.
welcome.
Yes, hi, Jim.
I
So, how
think I
about?
don't know if she finished, but I know that Tia is live prepping for her craft roulette tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Is it at
So we wish her
7 my
well.
time, Jay? I have to be there. We have to support. Yeah, I want to be there.
It's 6:30 my time, so I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, so that's
So
7:30 my time, correct?
okay,
I think.
I think so.
Yeah, 7:30 my
I
time.
can
Okay.
I can message you or something too when it gets
Yes,
close
please,
if that's
Jay.
great.
That would be awesome. Because sometimes I really like forget.
Well, the whole time thing. I mean, like the time change. I'm sure is just like weird to kind of keep track of. Oh,
Oh
I
no,
think
no,
this
no,
will
no,
work
Jay.
great.
It is really worse. Even my own live stream.
Oh,
So one time it's like,
well, I've misscheduled mine occasionally where it's like I don't know. There's always a lot of that sometimes, but I don't know. I think I have
Lala.
all that.
Okay, Jim is asking, are you doing roll off sheets from your break? I don't. What is a roll off sheet? Oh yeah. Yes, I did on the sides, but this have already dried up, so I cannot, remove it anymore. So I'm very OC. I know that some people they don't even clean this anymore. If it dries up, no worries,
Oh,
that's fine, right?
interesting.
They will let it be. It's just that for me, I just really want it to, because when acrylic paint already dries up, so you cannot like rub it off onto the sides. I do have one on the side, Jim, but instead of a paper, I want it to be like a craft notebook so that eventually this one will also be used. So this nice thing about this one, right? So nothing gets to like what do you call this? Uh what do you call that? Waste. Yes, nothing goes to
Oh,
waste. It's like everything will can be used and will be used. So
well,
there.
that's
So
cool.
I didn't just really didn't have like a reason to actually play with this kinds. Do you remember this, guys? Do you remember the era where foam stamps were so in? I think that I either this were American crafts, and then I even have those. I think I had the. I don't know. The small hero arts were rubber stamp. No. I think these were all American crafts, right? I even have the Imaginis, right? So oh, see, they are very pristine because these were never used. Jay
Well,
never
that's one way to
used.
keep it fresh.
Oh, this is cute, right? So I think I'm gonna use that. So let's go through this stash and use it for like the additive technique. They call it like additive. You or additive or subtractive. So when you remove a paint from the gel, then they say it's called again, guys, I'm no expert. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. Okay, you say additive. If you remove from it, then it's this is snowflake. I didn't know I had this. This is oh my gosh, it's Christmas theme, Jay.
Well, that's convenient.
Okay, I'm gonna use that. Okay. All right. So we have some circles. That will be great. Square. That one. Tulip, maybe no. Okay. Oh, they can even make
I mean, I don't know.
flowers.
There could be like a tulip for the holidays, right?
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're
I just
right.
made it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about this, right? So mixed media, it's not like they didn't even give us a theme. It's just that you can do whatever you want. The parameters are just if you also want to play with this one, it needs to be a 6x4.
Okay.
Okay. And then it there has to have like a gel play technique. So in the postcard, that's why I decided to do the backgrounds today. And then and then you need to have a number representing the day of the month of July. So number 1 to
Oh,
31. So right now is for me the 12th, so there has to be a number 12. That's the only thing,
oh,
right?
that's neat.
Yeah, and
That's a
then
cool idea.
yeah, it's by Carrie Griffiths. Okay, and I learned about this from P&M Artist Studio. I know we've seen them also in the chat. Sometimes Mariah
Oh yeah,
comes
I'm sure
in,
we have.
right?
Yep.
Yes. So it's like
There's so
when
many
I
great
watched them,
artists.
Jay, it's like, oh my goodness. How in the
Yeah.
world did they make those prints? So one time I asked, and then they said, "Oh Lala, I'm sorry, but it's impossible to do this in one sitting." So it's like they do one background, they let it
Oh,
dry, let it
okay.
sit for
And then they layer.
several hours or days, and then they put it back in, they add more layers. It's awesome. It's like, how in the world can they do things? So my beginner brain, I said, okay, I love looking at what they're doing, but the fact is I don't know how to do those. So I'll just start with the very basics. Let's go for basics. Hi
Who knew
Ramona.
exactly who you were talking about? Carrie Griffith, Siri Griffith,
Yes,
Carrie. I
Sari.
want
Yeah.
to say, but
Yeah, I
or
thought
maybe
it was
I'm butchering
Sari. And
it.
then when I heard them call,
Maybe.
oh, it's Carrie. They pronounce it as Carrie. But here in the Philippines, if we see his name, we're going to call him Sari.
Oh,
But
Delise said she got your package and it was very generous. Oh, Mona.
so Mona, there
Oh,
you go.
okay. I
Mona
thought
is
you
from
said mama.
Southern California. Oh no, he was just
Got it.
saying
I
Lala.
was like, I thought you said mama, and I was like, oh my
Ah,
goodness, like the shipping must have been a thing.
oh, there. Jim said PM Artist Studio Challenge. It's
Yep.
actually in the group of PM Artist Studio Makers something. I forgot. I just recently joined. But the actual challenge is by Carrie Griffiths. And I think he is a designer for PNM's Artist Studio. So like the foam stamps and then some stencils, but this is, I think, he said his first ever challenge that he has led. And I said, perfect, it's the perfect time for me to actually join. So before I actually mess up everything, I just want to show you, Jay, my preparations for that. Hold on.
Oh, cool. I know when my dad and I were playing around with one of the jelly plates. What were we working on? We were just working on glass essentially, because like then if you got acrylic paint or whatever on it, like you could at least scrape
Mhm.
it off easily.
Correct. So Jay, after eventually creating the backgrounds with gel,
Mhm.
with the gel plate, so these are some of the things that I've gone through and would want to put, right? So I
Oh
already
wow.
went through my stash. All right. So of course some sentiments, most of them a little bit on the oh my goodness, guys. See wild asparagus? Do you recognize that brand? So these are brands from okay, look at we
From the
are memory
1900s.
keepers logo
Yep.
before, right? So really stuff that I've hoarded for the longest time. And these are, I don't know if you remember Provocraft, the C6, this is called the textures. So I want to use them also as, to create textures. There you go. So
That is-
and then some felt paper, some tissue paper. Yes, that's the plan. Will I be able to execute? That's a different story. And these are some rice paper and different,
Ooh.
tissue paper that I've used in the past for some of my DIY projects that I want to use. Some of them are from Stamperia, some from Little Birdie, some from Altenew. And this one, I don't know if you've guys seen this. This is called the Antiquarian Sticker Book. I use this for my planner and
Ooh.
for my
Don't let
scrapbooking,
me
but
make you big. That's
it's
super
very
cool.
very nice because the stickers aren't the usual shiny stickers. They're kind of matted paper, like very very thin. So it's perfect for your let's say art journals or for your scrapbooks. So different kinds of, you know, not so common like themes, right? So they're, you know, they're just cute. So this is like, you know, this is Filipino. This is a traditional Filipino, you know, what do you call costume for us in the day. There's over 1,000
Wow,
stickers in this one. I don't know
that is
anymore
really
where I
cool.
got this, but I said okay. So I'll be doing a lot of mini scrapbooks, mini layout, and mini art journals that are for my
What a cool idea.
shorts. Right. So there. So that is the great plan,
Oh,
guys. To actually make it, we'll see. That's the plan. At least there's a plan.
well, I saw the coolest thing, which was who was it? I think a maker associated with Graphic 45 was doing this really neat, like mini art journal made out of all of her scraps. Oh, hey, Ramona. Hey,
Yeah.
Ron. But like, it was a very think album in a
Hi,
box
Ron.
kind of like it was quite complex. I mean, by
Yeah.
at least by my standards, and it was super neat. But I don't know, it's always sort of cool to see those like mini album flip throughs like on shorts.
Yeah, it's
I'm a big
nice.
fan.
I don't know if you guys have seen the washi shop. Oh my gosh. I could just like go watch like her shorts the whole day long. She creates this really mini albums. A lot of them of course contains basically washi tapes, but it's so nice.
Good idea, actually.
You know, I like this chalk acrylic paints, but they dry up so fast. It's so hard to use. But the colors are actually really nice.
Can
Ah.
you use any kind of like um like a slow dry agent to make them a little bit easier to deal with?
I know I can, but how do I
I
remove
guess
this?
the
I think
question
it
is,
has dried
I
up.
mean, some of that stuff, it's always like, well, you could do that, but then like, is that gonna like impact like the product since it's not like just totally normal acrylic paint?
You know, so true. That's why right now I try really not to hoard any more mixed media stuff because
Oh,
I a
well, I was
lot
gonna
of
say like I really like your acrylic, whatever you want to call those clear acrylic bins because you can see everything.
oh yeah.
That's the one thing that I'm like, when I redid all my storage, I was like, those clear acrylic bins would have been a really smart idea because then you can actually like see what a mess everything is and perhaps be motivated to fix it.
Yes, and then you know, out of sight, out of mind, right? So
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. Like I'm curious. One of the people who sort of motivated my reorg did do that thing you mentioned before we went live,
Mhm.
where it was like, hold everything and see what brings you joy, which actually kind of works. Although, like, I don't know. I have the problem of like once you get on a roll with like clearing something out, then you like really want it to be cleared out, and that's its own other problem.
Yeah, so that's my problem. It's like when I hold something, everything seems to give me joy. So what do I do now? Ah,
Yeah.
right. So it's like
No, I mean that's fair.
right. So I know, right? So it's really an issue I have. So I think what they call this is the what do you call that? This is the subtractive because see because you remove the paint
Oh, okay.
instead of adding. So you can actually
Hey,
add.
Brenda. Oh, Brenda says hello to us both.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, hello. And Miss Southern
Hey, Miss
Bell,
Mel.
hello. And of course, Ron, I actually have been following Miss Bell because every time she goes
That's
live, it's
interesting
like
stuff.
morning time for me or almost noon. Sometimes she's shopping,
Oh,
all right, or sometimes most of the time she's coloring. It's like, oh my gosh, she colors so well, Jay. And she colors big, you know, images. I said,
yeah.
maybe one of these days I can actually do that. Look,
These are all amazing.
Jay. It's so cute,
What'd you
right?
find? Oh, that is cool.
Ta-da! Right. So,
What
I
kind of
forgot.
paper are you printing on? It looks like, is it like
Oh,
special or something? It seems thinnish.
okay. I use this for packaging material when I
Oh,
send
okay.
stuff, and so
Ah,
I make my own. I make my own wrapper. So
oh, that makes sense.
I stamp, and then this is the one I use because it's kind of like a velomi, but a little bit thicker. But the material is really nice. It's very sturdy. So I buy like rims of this, like 500 pieces. So I can
Oh,
always
okay.
have something, whenever, if ever I need to, send something. Oh, this is so nice. I like it. Okay, just a weird color though for my color choice. But imagine I had this. I didn't know. Okay, let's see if we can still do this one.
Four
So
and a
the
half,
ghost prints
one
sometimes are
inch,
actually even nicer.
3 3/4, 5.5. Then spin it around. Do
Okay,
that all
so
over
we
again.
have to, because Jay is measuring. It's so hard when
Yeah.
one is measuring, guys. You know how it is.
Well,
Okay.
it's only a problem if I haven't memorized these measurements, but I'm sure if
Yeah.
I make about a dozen of these cards, I'll get really good at it at about
Oh
some
yeah,
point.
they're
So,
very easy, right? So it's
oh
as I
yeah.
said, you can use that design to create a ton of different, and it's not just for the holidays. It can be for any kind of holiday, okay, or event. It's a very,
One,
and it's so easy to use. You can mass produce that so fast. You
one.
cut everything, and then you put together everything, and then you're
Oh, I
done.
just put an extra one. 1 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and
So
yeah,
let's try a different
1
color.
two
Let
and
me
three
see.
quarters. Oh, I put in an extra one at 1 3/4. I'll just ignore that one.
So let's see. Why don't I have a red? Oh, there's a red. Okay.
And I
There
didn't
you
put one
go.
in at 2 3/4. Okay. Oh well. Well, it'll just have some extra ones. It doesn't actually matter because like this gets covered up, like these get covered up with pattern paper anyway, so it kind of is
Yes.
not a huge deal. Folks watching who didn't watch
Oh,
the
this is nice.
other live.
Oh, you can watch it if you are not yet part of Lynn's group. Okay, that is where we do MCA or Mystery
Yep.
Craft Along. It is one of my favorite activities that is actually being done in MCA. I mean, in LV Friends of LV Handcrafted Facebook group.
Well, this is
That's
pretty
always
cool.
end of the month, right? I thought you were
Yeah.
going this this month.
I don't think so. I don't know
Oh,
who's going
okay.
this month actually. There we go.
Oh wow,
Okay,
this
I'm
is a
starting
nice
to get
red.
these. Yeah, one
And
card down, and this is already easy to remember. That's good.
there's
I have
no
friends I
horse.
need to make a bunch of cards for, so there we go. Well, I think. Do I have
Oops,
enough
sorry about the
extra?
sound, guys.
I guess. Well, I'll score a couple more of these. I don't think we're in
Let's
any
put
rush.
design. So this one is a what do you call this? Dry embossed. Oh, it's nice.
Oh,
And
that's
then
pretty.
we can pull this print.
Oh, can I see that one again? That was almost like a paisley print or something. That was really neat. Well, when you're done,
Yes. What is this
that
one?
looks
I think
fancy.
this is from Gaz's favorite, one of Gaz's favorite brand, Crafter's Companion. I think this one.
Oh, they make neat stuff.
Yes.
I didn't realize they were like a for real store in the UK because here you sort of
Oh!
you see them on like HSN and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
All right. Oh, this is, see, normally I like the ghost prints better. Those kinds of
yeah.
just very, very subtle, like the third generation prints. I
Yep.
like them better.
So then this is the middle. Oh, and then I should probably cut pattern paper.
Okay,
Okay, we have
cannot.
3 cards. We
It's
have 3
dried.
thingies. I don't think I have to do any more math for a while. Well, a little bit of math. Not too
Oh,
much math, though.
flowers, critters. Oh my. There's a swap going on. Hi, Dalis.
Hey, Delise, how are you?
Another one to follow is
Yep.
Eddie Makes Art on YouTube. Okay, Jim. Oh yeah, yeah. I think he's in the group. If
Who's
I'm
that?
not mistaken, I think he's also doing the challenge. There's so many
Oh,
awesome
cool.
takes on it. Yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen him, Jim. There's just so many. If only we can just all the thing I can do is just watch. It's
4 by
very,
1.5
very inspiring.
4 by 3/4. Okay.
Okay, but that is
So
not the
4
color
is the
palette.
magic number.
Although I can use those for my uh all create and yeah, the others. Yeah. So can. Okay. So I'll just pull whatever. Okay.
Well, that's how I always did it when I the couple times I've done jelly printing is
Wow.
it's I don't know. It's like foiling where you can just sit down and like do it forever.
Look at this. This was so nice, right? This was my
Oh, that's cool.
the excess,
I like that. Oh,
but
wow.
it's so nice. These are just the excess ones. It's so nice. Oh, what are these? Oh, well, those what do you call that? Sometimes Michaels have this like online classes. There was
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
time that they taught how to like create these ones using watercolor. Oh, that's so bad. Look at that. It's so ugly.
I think it's great.
But I
It would
think
make a
I
great
will try
background.
and use it for this ones. Let me see what else I have here. So I already have some that I've pulled before. Oh, this one I prepared some backgrounds with texture paste, and then I think I can just add color to this one. Look at that splatter; it's so cute, right?
Oh, that's pretty.
Yes. So I have a lot of
Random
here that
snip.
I can use eventually. Oh, this one's nice. But this is I created this so it's layers and layers. I think 5 layers. So you let it
Oh,
dry.
cool.
You put another design, then you let it dry, you put another design, you let it but it takes a long time. And then at the end, you color it all with white. And then when you print it, oh my gosh, the layers of images. This is so
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yes, I think it's in my channel. I did this twice.
What's the other one? Oh, I saw somebody. So they used like a punch, or you could use a die, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Using parchment paper, where they basically used it as a resist. So they'd put the parchment paper over like one layer, and then they ink everything up, and then they'd pull off the parchment paper, and then you'd have,
Oh, I
the
haven't
layer
done
below
that.
seeing through.
Yeah,
I
we
tried
are.
it. And it was one of those things that like looks really complicated, but was less hard in real life.
Ooh, nice, nice. Look at this. They're so ugly. What do you do with this? But they can be great backgrounds for sentiments
There
or
you go.
something, right? So like
I
this
don't
one
know. I
as
feel like that's
well.
what happened to all my like random watercolor playing. Is like it's a background for something. It's abstract. It's
Yeah,
something like.
I already have something here that this is mud. Galing kong I created mud. Okay, there you go. Right? So different textures. I just need like to decide on 31 backgrounds, right? So 31 backgrounds and we're good to go.
That's not too bad. Well, I don't know. It'd still be a lot, but oh, that's right, because you're doing the whole month.
Yeah, and it's already day 12. I'm
Well,
so
you're
so
early for next
behind.
year, right?
Exactly,
Oh,
Jay. And I said, my it's less I don't want to stress myself about, more of I really want to do this because I want to learn, right? So everything that we'll do is like a learning experience. I want to enjoy it, right? Since I
Oh,
am
have you played
in
with shaving cream everywhere? Or before Ramona was mentioning that Dawn and T were playing with some shaving cream. I feel like I've done that with like shaving cream and re-anchors to like make backgrounds and stuff.
ah, the only thing I
Unless I'm
played
just
with
making that
was
up.
je- what do you call that? The jelly, the one for if you have sunburn.
Like petroleum gelling?
Yes, petroleum jelly, and then one with salt, but not for the gel plate, more for okay, start Lala. See, I'm procrastinating again, guys. I don't know what color. Another thing I struggle with, as you know, Jay, is color combination. Right. So this
Which is weird
peach.
because I always think your cards are awesome, but
Really,
I
it's
suppose
like
we're all our own worst critics sometimes too.
it's like sometimes it's like okay, it's so nice, and then all of a sudden I mess it up because of the color combination. Ugh, right. So they say, use a color wheel, use a color wheel. I even got this. Look at this, guys. A
Did you get
practical
the
color combinations.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so it like tells you, okay, so see, I already put elegant. Okay, so if I want to do elegant, so I can just, so these are the colors that I can, that would have or imbibe that feel, right?
Oh,
So
that's a
Art
good
Deco
idea.
glassware. So that I want. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at Lala, but it's drying up. Hurry up. Okay, there you go. Vibrant and bright.
Well, at least
Okay,
it's
so we can
acrylic
do
because you could probably re-wet it with like a little spritzer or something.
green. No, for this one, once it
Oh, okay.
dries up, yeah, it's there. It's no
Alrighty.
more. But you are right. There are materials or medium that we called it like a retarder. So it will make it
Yep.
like guys, normally
I
you
have
don't
some
need that
here.
big. You just need a dot. So why that is so oh my goodness. This is crazy. Okay. I can probably make like a lot of pulls from that crazy amount of thing that I did. Okay. So let's do some circles.
Huh. I was
Okay.
almost sure I had like slow dry behind me, but of course I can't find it because we're streaming. But I don't use
That
it very often. But it
that
was
is
totally
always the
groovy.
case, right? When
Oh
you
yeah,
need something, it's not there. But when you don't need it, it appears.
it's
Okay,
true.
so I am going to try and oh, the pink, it's gone. Come on, pink. Come back. Okay, so let's add a little bit of color because it's all green. Let's add yellow onto this one. Guys, I don't even know if I'm so for those who are actually good at this, so sorry. Okay, this is Lala technique. So
I feel like the acrylic, the jelly prints are just really a fun time to just play with stuff, though. So I mean, it's probably good
yeah.
too. I'm
So this is more
kind of
like
liking that.
additive because on top of a certain color, you add another color. But let's see what it looks like when you pull it. Okay. Not so bad. Very
That's
basic,
neat.
guys. Very, very basic. I really like the ghost prints. The ghost prints are really, really nice. Okay, I actually have a pail of water underneath. Okay, so I'll just remove this. Okay, get
Oh, here.
another
Ah!
paper. Okay, to remove. Okay, there you go. Just
Yeah, I almost
remove.
glued something on like really crooked. Ah, it's that time of the week, folks.
Yes, it's Friday actually, Jay, for me already.
Yep.
Yeah, see, when it's not something that can I can remove anymore, so I will just clean it, and then every now and then I do a deep clean where I will really like put it in a pail of water, let it stay
Oh,
for a
okay.
while, and then I do have a pail of water underneath, so for when I use stencils, and then I will just
That's a good idea. I never know what to do with that one. Like when I'm streaming and using stencils. I mean, obviously,
oh,
like
because when it dries up, it's so hard to
it's a pain. Yeah.
remove. Especially if you have like very intricate ones. Let's say, for example, like this ones. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be hard. Okay. So this one too, before I put it in the pail of water, I will just try to lessen the
That's a good
color.
idea.
Hello. Oh, Gaz is here. Hello, Your Highness.
How are you guys? Hopefully things are well.
Uh, Mona is asking Jay to do jelly prints. Do you have to use copy paper? You can use anything. You know, copy paper, thick paper, thin paper. You know, it's okay. You can use anything. That's why it's actually really nice because you can
Yeah.
basically, use anything. It's just that
So I
the
think I
reason
use
yes, I'm trying to use this one because sometimes when normally I want to use them as a layer on top of something, and if you use a very thick one to start with, so your card is go and then you're gonna layer it some more with other stuff, it's gonna be really really thick. But then again, there is no like, for me anyway, that's what I know, there is no like you have to use this kind of paper. But the best thing is to watch Dawn and T, Not Afraid of Color, and the Crafty, Visage, because anyway, for our
yeah.
community, I feel they're like you know, the
You
experts
know,
when it comes to this. Oh, Penny, right? Penny also does
yep.
this ECR. Actually, it's quite a few. So quite a few
Yeah.
people that can inspire us in the community. As I
Well, I
said,
got
I'm
really I almost forgot to show up on time because I was so distracted by whoa, sorry, I just did
the
the thing,
what?
didn't I? Oh, I was watching T's live and it was really cool. Let's see.
T was live beforehand.
Yeah, she's live at 90 minutes before me usually, but she was prepping for
Tomorrow.
Craft Roulette tomorrow. Yeah.
Mm.
It's probably today for you, but
No, it's morning for me. It's
okay.
yeah, it's tomorrow
I mean,
morning.
okay, got it.
Yes. So there you go.
Elise is shopping apparently. Where are you
What are you
shopping?
shopping?
Online or in real life? Hello, Crafty.
What you buying?
Maybe you have to try it. Yeah, that's my problem. I buy things and then I'm like not brave enough to try them, and then it's sort of later, and you're like, oh my.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
so
That's our issue as well. What am I gonna do with this? Oh, I have this ones that I've had forever. Let's try it out for size. Okay. So let's do this on that side. And let's do this one on what are you doing? It's not rolling anymore. Are you working? Let's see.
there we
Okay.
go.
Oh, it
So
doesn't
just
want
to
to
show you
roll.
guys how this goes
But then it has
together.
that
This,
different kind
this
of look.
oh cool. So basically
Yes,
this
Jay.
whole thing rolls up and then it is just two boxes, and then you have your little middle piece here. So now I just need to put something on the middle piece. But
Nice.
this
I like
will
what you used
and,
as a base, Jay, because it's very, very subtle and it can, it was very elegant
I
look.
like this color. It's like a very sandy
Yeah.
color, which is kind of fun. But the thought
Mhm.
is if I use this on my back, I'll bring this up so you can see it. So like this part gets covered, but this top strip is visible when the card is flat. So
Mm-hmm.
I saw someone else do this and I really liked it because it's like you still see the sentiment and then you turn it, then you realize that like you can do something with the card to make it do a neat thing.
Absolutely, you can go to town with that layout.
Well, I think the only challenging thing is that you really want your whatever your focal thing is, like it's really good for stamping or like
Yes.
flat things.
So yes, it cannot really be. That's why I said no foam tape, only double sided
Super-
or liquid glue, because it, what do you call that? It will snag right
Mhm.
onto the.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be okay. Oh, this. So let's just pull that
Here's
thing
some
out as well.
paper.
So I have like small. This used to be like a mini book. I just pulled it out.
Ooh.
So
that's
that, because
cool.
I like the paper. It's kind of thin, but a little bit cream. Not really craft, but just thin. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Where is this promised land of stamps? Okay, go ahead, Gas, and do the work thing.
The work
Gas,
thing.
I know Gas goes live early today, right? Should have
Like
been
he usually
early
goes
today.
live at like around lunchtime my time,
Yes.
which I
So
think
I know
is
that's
which is like 6 p.m. in like the UK.
yeah. For me, that is about 2-3 a.m. I
Oh, that's
no
a tough
no not
time
today,
then.
Jay. I think. Oh yeah, it is today. I think yes. It was either that, because there was one time where I watched Jay's. I was supposed. Oh no, I remember, Jay. You were live. You were doing this card that it took like you you redid it because of the measurements. So it
Oh,
took a while, and then I said, okay, I was so engrossed in the project, and you ended like 2:30 for me or something. And
uh-oh.
then after that was Gaz, and then I couldn't sleep anymore. So I said, or it was the other way around, something like that. Either he went first and you, or him, something like that.
Seems like it. You always feel like you're impacting somebody's sleep, perhaps. Well, just because
True.
there's so many international folks, and it's like, well, you're probably at early o'clock somewhere on somebody's day. So I think then when we, whoops,
So I really try to be, that's why I always set, when I subscribe to somebody's channel, I always
Mhm.
set it to notify all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that FOMO is real. So I do want to make sure that I find, or I am there in your lives.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
I have not tried this in a.
That's mostly centered.
Let's
It's
see.
centered enough.
I don't know what this one's gonna look like. Okay, water. Okay. And then what is next?
We're having a slight issue. Not too bad though.
What kind of stencils do you like better, Jay? The thinner ones, the thicker ones? Which do you like?
I like the thicker ones. I always have a tough time with like the very fine detailed ones, like because it's so easy to like rip, like pull them up, or
It gets it
like bend
snags,
them and
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of, sir, you do not need to walk through the scissor container.
It's
We have a visitor. It's Lennox as usual.
Hi, Lennox.
But see, this actually worked out how I hoped. So Happy Holidays is visible. So this is when it's flat. And I got a
Oh,
little uneven, but
nice.
we'll live because this is sort of a sample. But then when it pops up, it says Season's Greetings. And then there's a lot of area to write on the back.
Oh,
But next time we should glue
Michigan.
it together straight. But, details.
No, but it's nice. It because it's when it's put on a table, Jay.
Yeah.
Right. So
No,
sometimes
I like this because, like, this is just super easy that you could put it somewhere and, like, it's not going to fall
yeah,
over. It's pretty
true,
dense.
true. Okay, so for this, I will not
Yeah, he's staying
clean.
slightly off camera today, Jim, which is kind of funny. Usually he'll just like go and lie. He's figured out that the glass mat is cool, and it's been warm
Ah.
here. So like I'll come in and he'll be just like sprawled across the entire glass mat, and I'm like, that's like I need the area that you're sleeping on. Like you could sleep on the other many square feet of
It's
the
so
house.
cute. I remember. I don't know if you've heard of this story of mine, Jay, before. That I went to Crafty Mama Diary's house when I was in DC. So I did an overnighter
Oh,
thing with her. So I rode the train, went to Mary. I think she's in Mary, Baltimore, Maryland, something like that. Anyway, so it's very easy. And then
yeah.
so when we arrived, I arrived like breakfast time. So we just put my bags on the inside the house, and then we went to. Of course, I said I wanted to go to Michael's, Joanne's, Hobby Lobby, stuff like that. And then when we arrived, okay, so she has a cat and a dog. Okay, so that's Shelby and Sylvester.
Oh,
My
cool.
backpack.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Sylvester was on top of my backpack.
Huh.
It's like he claimed my backpack. And it's like he doesn't want to leave my backpack. And then Helen said that's like because they're trying to like get your attention. So it's like
Mhm.
him telling you that you're mine because I
Oh,
got
I
your
see.
bag. So something like that. It's like, oh, okay.
That's cute.
Yes.
I mean, it's nice when you visit folks and their pets are a fan of you,
Oh,
as opposed to the
yeah.
alternate.
And then Shelby is such a playful. When Shelby stands up on his leg like this, he's as tall
Hmm.
as me.
Oh wow,
That's how big he was.
that's a big dog.
Yes, and he likes going under the table and playing alongside us. And this is me talking and talking, and this trying up. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen
Hmm.
to this. Okay, I have no idea as well. I'm just laying along as well. Like, okay, I forgot already how you do this, but let's see. Anyway, we're playing.
There we go.
There you go. Some people in the chat might be, what is she doing? It's okay, guys. Even if it ends up being a mess.
Oh, that's a good point, Jim. I didn't think of that. Stencils do double duty on the gel plate. I didn't remember. That's really neat. Handmade by Gaz too. Now they're just multiplying. Gaz is interested in learning how to do jelly plates. Did the
Exactly.
handmade with
Yeah. That's the same thing for me. I also want to know how. So I don't know what I'm doing right now, but let's see.
I mean, you're experimenting. That's always
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
In the end, this ends up with nothing. I will not see anything. Okay, I'll just make sure to put it in the water. I have a pail of water always under. So it's
I
very
want to try that the next time I do a stencil thing because that's a really good idea. So is it like a small one, like a brush washer, or is it like a 2 or a 5 gallon pail, or
Mine is a little big because when I do this, as I said, so sometimes when you have everything out
Here.
already, I'll
Yeah,
go to town with it, right? Since it's already out, I will, whatever. I will try any paper that I can get hold of, right? So
that's a good idea.
and do it. Okay, so is it dry enough? Okay, and then is this what? Okay, it's an acrylic. Okay, maybe it is something else. So I have to check. It might be, what do you call that? It might be texture paste.
Oh, I think texture pot. Well, I don't know. I love
Oh,
texture paste,
that's
but sometimes
too.
getting it off things once it's dried is challenging.
I think it's too. I think I have to mix it. See, that's the thing. All right, so that's better. It has a little bit of a body. The other one was like so thin. Okay, normally you have to. I don't know. I've forgotten how to.
Yeah, the only hard part about this card is when you're like cutting it once all this part's done, and you're sort of like, I hope I don't cut the card in half and then have to like figure out what to do with like two pieces.
Yeah, correct. Correct. Yes, Jim. But for this one, I really didn't because I wanted. My idea was to layer, layer, layer. So I didn't want to. Ay, nako. I will tell you another thing that, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Guess says
this
he's
is a
never gotten
super
his jelly
fail.
plate to work correctly. I don't know. I'm always a little nervous about like using acrylic products on them because it's sort of like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
a fail. I
like that it
don't
would
see
get
any
stuck and
image.
you wouldn't get it off. But I don't know. This is it's probably just a me problem.
We'll see. Because normally you have to let it dry. But I am, see, nothing. It didn't get pulled. Okay. And it's mud, but can still be used as a background for something. We'll
Yeah.
see. Okay. So maybe one more. And then I'll start assembling something because Jay is almost done with his card and I've not done anything.
I don't know. I never mind when like folks do backgrounds and that's the case. Sometimes it's just kind of fun watching the process.
Yeah.
But if you want to make cards, that's awesome too. I always love.
Yeah. So it's
I
like
always love to
when
see what other people make. You know, it's like you get so into what you make. It's just kind of cool to
I
like.
just like watching
Yep.
how, the experts do it. It's like, wow,
Oh, true.
they make it look so easy. Right? So again, I'm just OC. Okay, I want to remove
What
it.
if we
This
do it
has dried.
alternate color? Yeah.
Others, it's okay as long as when you brayer it off and nothing comes out of it, then it's okay. You can use it already for the
Oh,
next one. It's just
hello.
that for me. Oh my god! Did you lose me? Okay, I'm still there. Okay. 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 Let's do
I don't.
some.
What does this look like?
I want to use that Christmas thing again. Let's put it back. Come here. Come here. Come here.
I could cut a second tag.
It's
That's a little too bland, even for me.
It's very intricate. Let's see if I can try it. Oh, ECR is in the chat. Hello, hello, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Happy almost Friday. Elizabeth
Yes.
will be live a lot tomorrow with the Simon Hurley release, I believe.
Oh, is that tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I saw a teaser and the teaser had some fabulous looking essentially lunar paste, but like with glitter in it. So like it's already super sparkly, but like a super duper sparkly
Oh,
lunar
that
paste
is
essentially.
awesome.
Yeah, it
I
looked
like
kind of
sparkly stuff.
And I'm
Okay.
always a fan of it, but I really like it during the holidays,
Okay, what
which we
color?
are
What color? What
approaching.
color? Okay, let's try again this one. Let's try a single color. I always try mixing up colors. So let's try doing just one color. I think my jelly plates, see, you see those? There are like, I asked that one time when T and Dawn was live and they were doing jelly plates.
Hmm.
You see this one? And they said, I think really my jelly plate is, I think probably it's storage. The way I stored it, probably I placed something on top. So those indentations or lines will never, it's there already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So you really have like to, if normally they come in like this one. What I did was I threw some of them out, so you put them back in so they can be protected, so that even if something is on top, they won't have those indentations. And then some of it also have bubbles.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas.
I mean, I suppose with the plate being kind of a tacky surface, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you might get bubbles accidentally. I mean, like in the print, or maybe that's I don't know. With the
Oh
jelly
yes,
plates is
yes.
always a little interesting, right? Because it's like it's sort of imperfect, but also like that's what makes it interesting because it's a mono print, and you'll never get another precisely the same one again, which is
Exactly. The
just
word
something cool.
mono, right? So it's like every pull is going to be okay, it's going to be unique.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Because I don't think this is really meant to be because it's very, very intricate. The Mary, I don't think it's gonna show. But anyways, we will see.
Oh, I have die cuts. Let me
Okay, so
see if
after
I
this,
want to.
let's try to assemble something. Does it didn't there is, but then it's wrong. It's mirror. Should have been the other way. So the Mary is
Oh,
ah. Anyways, it's okay. That is fine. So be careful when it has words, right?
yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
guess
so
you'd have
let's
to
clean
like do
this.
it a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd have to.
Yeah, but I'll put this out and then I'll play with it some more the whole day and let's see, come up with a lot of backgrounds for future
Oh, that's a good idea.
projects, right? At least when we need, that's how I am able to create. Sometimes it's like, you're so fast. How did you do that? Because, like, when I die cut something or I stamp something, I don't just stamp it one time, I will stamp it several times. So if I need it, I need something like a sentiment for something similar, I already
Mm-hmm.
have it, right? So especially if like for us we go live, right? So
Oh
or
yeah.
we have videos and projects, sometimes there are times that we don't have time, right? So it's easier and it's faster when you have something like that. So I have pre-cut sentiments, pre-cut dies, the usual
Oh wow.
shapes. I have circles, I have hexagons, I have stripes, those kinds of things. So I have them already on hand, and I place them in clear containers. So
Mm-hmm.
there.
Well,
Okay, so
when
I'm
Michael
back
said
with
this
my.
awesome sale on,
Oh
well, I think
my,
they're
there's a
actually
sale.
designed for scrapbooking. They're like a clear case that has a bunch of like itty bitty like 4x6 cases in it.
Oh yes, yes, yes. They're actually for
And
photos. It's
yeah,
for
like both
photo
both
memory
Yvette and I
keeping.
like
Yes.
bought them on the same day because they were like if you stack coupons, they were like 75% off or something.
You know what? When I
Anyway,
was there, Jay, I wanted to buy so many things, but then how will I send them back to the? There was this even
yeah,
big like chest of. I cannot bring it out. It's too big. Because we never
this
have
came
those
out
kinds of
cute.
sale like the ones you have. Maybe we'll have 10%, 20%. That's it. But never like 40, 50, 70, 80. No way. Nothing like that. ever, unless they're closing down. And by
Oh.
that time, probably it's not even, it's not even nice anymore, right? So it's not something. Okay. Oh, I actually got this, guys. So for those who are there who are beginners like me, oh, what was that? What did I accidentally hit? Why did that thing appear? Sorry, guys. It's like, did you see that? How did that appear? What did Okay, anyway, so this is called the jelly plate printing, mixed media mono printing without a press. It's very nice because it's just very basic,
Oh,
though, right? So if you are,
welcome, Elizabeth.
yes, so
I
it,
just see
it's it's
Crafty
really
Ray
very
drop by.
nice, right? So oftentimes, like, how do you do this? So I go back to this, and so that's how you do it. Okay, so you can have like a large split, masking fluid. Oh yes, I remember I do have a masking fluid. Right, so there. Imagine like
Oh, that's cool.
PNM PNM artist they can create something like that, Jay.
Wow.
Layers and layers and layers of it's
Oh, wow. That's
really
amazing.
pretty. It's like, but these are really advanced, guys. So we will get to that in
Well,
a
it's like
million
the ones
years.
I've always done were very abstract, and those are really. I mean, those are
Actually,
more.
Jay, with you, you can do it because you're an artist. You know how to draw. You do know how to work with different media. But I'm really not. But I appreciate artists. I appreciate lots of, the things that artists do. But it's just that I cannot do
I
it.
should draw more. I forgot how much fun it was. Maybe I'll do these the other way. I
Yeah,
think
when
I'll
you
do
do it
that.
with Dawn, right? So for what do you call this? The art Yahtzee.
Oh,
So
Argazzi.
you and
That's
Elizabeth,
coming
we
up
said,
at some point.
wow, how can they do that? I can only like work with dyes, ephemeras, coloring in stuff like that, very basic ones. But you guys, like one of our, people in the community, Wims, you've seen her in the chat, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
Wims came into my community like earlier last year, and she's an artist. She
Mm-hmm.
paints stuff like that. So she never really like made a card or did a scrapbook, nothing. And then she found
Oh,
us, and then
interesting.
she said, so I always have these challenges during the pandemic that, okay, so whatever I'm doing, so you do it. Okay, whatever you have,
Oh,
okay, this is
okay.
what we're gonna do. And then you submit your project, stuff like that, basically like what we do in the community, other communities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but this was during the pandemic. And then she said, I don't have a pattern paper. I don't have an ephemera. I don't have a stamp. I don't have a die cut. I don't have anything. So, you know what she did? She drew
Oh, just
everything.
true.
She
Wow.
drew everything, colored everything, and assembled it. It's like we're blown away, right? So amazing. Artists, can do that. And I wish I can. I know they said everybody can draw. I have no idea, guys. I think that rule ended. I'm the exception to the rule.
I don't know. When
Exemption.
I did like what was it? I went on vacation and basically like sketched every day, and by the end of a week of doing it a couple hours a day, you get a lot better. So like
You're
I
so
feel like so much of
good.
that stuff is practice too.
I think I learn better if somebody is with me,
Oh, that
beside
makes
me, like
sense. Hmm.
really telling me. So I love watching YouTube videos. So then the thing is, hold on, stop. I have a question.
Right,
When you say it's like this, how do you exactly do? But then it's a recorded video, right?
right.
Unless you are able to watch the live. So that's why I was asking in the chat during PNM Artist Studios live. Patricia was doing the project. I said, is there a class that I can take? Because in a class I can ask, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why I love being in a class. Because even if, some people might feel it's very basic because they know about it already. But what if, you really don't know anything about it, and you have to really take it slow, and, somebody to
yeah.
really hold your hand and guide you. So what you've been doing, Jay, starting out with basics. I know you've been doing shorts about the basics of our awesome passion and craft. And then now you're doing classes. That's important because there are a lot of people, I believe, like me, who
Yeah.
learns differently in a way that I cannot just look at it and know what to do. Right? It would
Well, and I was
take
actually
me a
like,
while. Yes,
yeah.
Jane.
Well, and I was kind of resistant to doing classes because I'm like, why should I do like what do I know? Like, but someone eventually convinced me, and they were like, this was actually someone I met in person who was like, you're really good at teaching stuff, and I was kind of like, but I didn't really teach you anything, and I don't know. It's sort of like,
Mhm.
I guess the thing was, you always feel like you could teach like an earlier version of yourself stuff now, like once you know things, and like other beginners have a lot in common probably with like how I was when I started was like brand new with paper
True,
crafting
true.
and stuff.
Anyway,
Like what are these things? What did they do? How does that work?
mhm,
You know, it's just a lot of
true.
questions, I
We're
think.
not claiming to be, experts on
No.
anything. But then, like, I have a tutorial and learning center. When I hire teachers and tutors, of course, you need to be able to have a subject mastery of what it is you're going to teach, right? At least. But I don't need somebody who's really a genius but cannot impart the knowledge. You will
I
just talk
see.
to the blackboard
Right.
and the kids cannot understand. It has a teacher is really a gift, right? So no matter how hard the concept is, and you can lower it to a level that the kids or somebody who is really in, don't do not know everything, that is a gift. And you, my friend, has that one, right? So
Ooh, that's pretty.
it's a good thing that you're starting to do some classes. So there, these are a
Oh, and there's so
watercolor
many,
paper.
and I feel like there's always like new people coming into the community too. So it's like it's not like, everybody is an expert. There are many, many
Exactly.
highly talented experts, but like,
Oh, okay. This book, I am sure, guys. I think this. I have this in my Amazon shop. Okay, but okay, you don't need to go there. Okay, but if you want, you can go to my Amazon shop. I know it is there. Okay, click on that. Okay, no additional. What do you call that? Price if you go from there. But if, okay, you can probably, guys, in the UK, you have something. Yeah, there is an Amazon UK probably, right? Because there's
yeah,
Amazon
it's the
Philippines,
Amazon
right?
UK.
So this is the title in case somebody wants. It's from Joanne Bess. And if you are, just basic, just starting, this is a really, really nice book because the instructions are very simple and they're very what do you call that? Graphic in a way that everything
Yeah.
is step by step illustrated, right? So awesome. So I like this. I love books. In my crafty club, I do have a library where I put all the magazines, books that
Oh, that's really cool.
So sometimes I have doubles because I want some to be in my house, but oftentimes, right, there are titles I want for
I think
myself,
that
right?
that's so true. Like you're like, I like that. I think I need one of these.
Exactly. So, I'm gonna put it there, but I want one for myself, right? So there you go.
No, it
And then
was
I,
funny. Like in my normal job, it's what were we when we were really getting into trying to like display information better, right? Like we picked up all
mhm,
these really awesome books that are just sort of showing like, well, how do you provide information visually in a way that it's actually like, compelling and useful? And it's like we're all kind of like they were all a little spendy, but it was sort of like, well, I could buy this and then I can take it with me if I want to. Or if I don't buy it, I have
exactly,
to leave it here.
exactly.
So it's
So
always like.
so when you people ask me like what's in your bag, I'll show you. Okay, so hold on. I think I showed this my last live. So normally when I leave the house, I always have like a stash of book with me. because here in the Philippines, anywhere you go is traffic. So, when it's traffic, okay, I can browse through something, So this one, okay. So because I really want to learn how to draw better. Okay, once upon a piece of paper, this is more collage. Okay, so it teaches you different ways of doing collage, and then it also comes with a paper for collage, right? So a year in calligraphy. So this is like
Ooh.
a big book of boxes. How do you create all those boxes? Key 600 watercolor mixes, blogging for creatives, so
Wow.
there. So I always carry along. So it's like, yeah, you'd say, why don't you just use a Kindle? I actually have those. But my Kindle is mostly for like things that are more, what do you call that? Only text, Jay? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, depending on it, like if you had, like, I don't know, I feel like unless you had like a tablet or something, it would be harder. But I don't know. I still think there's something that's
Exactly.
nice about physical books.
Yes, I really like it. But I know, one problem with that is, eventually you'll end up with not having enough space. So that is really going to be
Oh
an
yeah,
issue for
that
sure.
yeah.
And I do understand that. So let's go. I will now cut them to different sizes so that at least I have something of of a project in the end because I think Jay is done. Are you done, my friend?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm done with the third card that I cut. I
Oh
have
my
a
gosh, he's on his third card, guys.
well, I think the third time's the charm because this one is actually like straight, and the other
Oh.
two were not so much. But I don't know. But I actually like it when like the base and this color are different more. I think I like that
Mhm.
better than when they're all. When the original one was very matchy matchy. These are all the
Oh.
same papers, but I like it when it's sort of so. This is green with the beige. This is all beige, and then this is also green with beige. So I mean, these are I like these two the best. I think they
Mhm.
look neat. But you're right; these are very easy to make.
Yeah. You're right, Elizabeth. I also like those. Like they come with papers. Sometimes they come with stencils. I know I used to buy those magazines from the UK because they
Oh,
come with
cool.
stamps. They come with dice. They have a lot of
Oh, really?
freebies. Yes, during
I
the
didn't realize
scrapbooking
that.
days, their
No, I mean,
magazines
I
are
remember
awesome. Super
not
nice.
exactly level. Maybe I'll save this in my like friends
Let
and
me see.
family stash for people who like
No,
silly cards.
we don't
This
see
is
it. Is it?
you only see it when you. It's not
Open
terrible
it.
when it's up. Yeah, when it's open, it's not terrible. You only
Okay.
notice it when it's closed, but oh well. In the last card I made that was inside out or upside down, someone like after during the live was like, "I really want that card," and I'm like, "Okay, well then I don't have to fix it." So, there's that. Where did
Okay.
I
Oh,
put
it's a little off.
a Christmas card?
Okay.
There are literally Christmas cards like everywhere in my house right now.
So Jay, tomorrow, who is going live at what? Oh no no no. The craft roulette is Sunday for me. Is it Sunday or is it a Saturday?
Probably Saturday because it's Friday here. It's Friday night here, so it must be Saturday
Ah,
morning
okay.
there.
So the Saturday morning. Okay. Lynn is Sunday. Okay, okay. Whew.
Yep.
And the list is Sunday also. Oh no no no! Saturday morning after craft roulette.
Yeah, she's right after Craft Roulette.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay. Whew. I'm
if I
getting
was a
all
card
the.
base, where would I be?
Did T and Dawn go live last night? They did not, right? Not yet,
I don't
because
know. I don't know that they usually do it. Yeah, I guess that would
because
be
I
like that's
think
like Friday morning my time.
yeah, because Dawn still
I don't know if
has
they will though, because she's on.
family
Oh, okay.
family over. So probably not yet. Okay, there you go. So let's do some. Where are the others? Okay.
I think I have all the pieces to make stuff in here other than the bases.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one. I like this one. Okay, let's do
Do I
this.
have? Oh, I have those. Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Come on, Lala. Hurry up. Hurry up. So
Hard
slow
to-
today.
No rush.
I'm so slow.
We have. What are these? Oh, those are 5x7.
Oh, you guys, you should see my library of craft books and magazines. I even have the creating keepsakes magazines, the making memories, the simple scrapbooks. I still have all of those magazines and books. I like books. I really like books.
Yeah. Here we go. We could try this.
Okay, so
I like
this
this
is
color.
okay, so
Let's
maybe
just
one more
make
and
some
then
more
let's
cards
assemble a
later.
card. I will just do the others later. Just one more.
I'm
This
just gonna
more
cheat.
Jay, this looks more like a Halloween. It's all orange.
guess.
Let's not do that. Okay, I'm just choosing from all the
Well,
places I
Elizabeth
go.
loves Halloween, so
Oh
I love
yeah.
Halloween as a theme, but like I never send Halloween cards to anybody. So it's kind of like I love the stuff, but then I'm kind of like I don't know who I would
Same
send a
here,
Halloween
because
card
in the
to.
Philippines, we love, trick or treat. Okay, but nobody
Yeah, but I
really
think
sends like Halloween cards. That's right. Same here
yeah,
as
because
well.
Crafty Mama Diaries I think said that it was kind of a new holiday in your part of the
Oh,
world,
most of the time it's really
or like
what do
more
you
kid
call?
oriented.
Yes, just really costumes, trick or treats, like that. Right. So, but
Okay,
as a card, part of card making, giving out, invitations for events, stuff like that. It's really up to now. It's not something that a lot of people. Christmas, yes. Birthdays, yes. Thank you, yes. Okay, but Halloween, not yet. Not yet.
I think you were the person telling me that like
Okay, let's
Christmas
work
was
on
a
this.
huge deal there.
Oh yes, we start Christmas in September. And since we're doing July, so now it's July. So July to January. So we just take a rest for a few months and then we're good to go again. Okay, so let's not throw that. We can use it somewhere. Yes, I don't try not to throw anything, guys.
We could do
Okay.
two.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, I like
6.
that. Okay.
Okay, so let's try to make this into postcards. Let's try this 6. Fast. How?
Those two tomorrow.
We'll see. Oh, where are my ribbons? See, it's not gonna be mixed media if it's just. Oh, anyway, I used jelly, but then again, okay, maybe just the base and a little bit, and then unfinished. Okay, so it will have to have some more in the end. Okay, so let's put them out so I can see. So normally this is how I do it. So I lay them, I create the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after I create the bases, and then I look for what I want to use. It's like doing like a Canvas card challenge, right? So you cut all the bases first, and then you look for the matting, then you look for, the embellishments or stuff you want to use to decorate them. So stuff like that,
That's kind of fun.
right? So
Do I have? Oh, I can use some of my other ephemerals left over.
see See, who would ever think that this kind of color palette can be for Christmas, right? So,
I think it works.
yeah, very nice. I like it. I don't even
I
know
mean,
what collection this is from anymore.
I feel like we've seen just at least in the US, we've seen a lot of like pink and teal and sort of more muted reds and more like earthy reds and blue greens, and like it seems like there's just been a lot of that for Christmas lately, which I'm totally a fan of.
Yes.
Although I really like classic Christmas too, so I'm always torn because it's like I don't know.
It's like, you know,
I want all the things.
when my kids were younger, Jay, I have no choice but to have, you know, the usual colors for Christmas. So it's like when they got a little bit bigger, yay, I can do a different color palette. Because all the, you know, the ornaments in the trees
Yeah.
are, you know, for kids. You know, we have like SpongeBob there, we have Mickey, we have all those kind of things.
Oh,
Right?
I see. Yep.
Right. So when they got bigger, that was the only time that, oh, okay, I can have my tree back, you know, to create something that, you know, I really like also.
Oh,
Because
that's
it's been a
cute.
tradition to, you know, we decorate the tree together. Oh, this is
Oh
nice.
yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
Just a fun time too.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully by the end of the week, so Sunday, I will have my 14 postcards
Ooh, that'll
up.
be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. Of course, it's very basic, not like the kind of thing that, you know, most of them probably are doing. But again, I'm a beginner. So, and the
I
community
think
is
that's
very
fun too.
nice. Yes. That's one thing I like about the community. It's like no judgment. You know, it's
Yeah.
okay. You don't have to all be, you know, like Tim Holtz, Jennifer Maguire, Regina K levels, right? So, as you know, the reason I'm doing this is because it gives me joy. So if
Yeah.
it's going to start, you know, giving me stress, then I
Yeah.
don't think I want to continue doing it, right? So
Right.
just
Oh, I need one of
really,
those fancy rulers. I really
oh,
do.
look at that. I have the buttons for Christmas.
Oh, let me see that close up.
Look,
Ooh.
you see, like there's the leaves for, like,
Wow.
wow, amazing. I didn't know I had those. There you go. Okay. And then I'll probably just add more. Okay, where is that? Where's my deck of Mud Podge? Okay. Okay. Okay, fast, fast, fast. I'm doing this so that it is going to be faster.
Well, I like the process of that. I mean, it seems like it would be fun to sort of just sort of create, and then at the end put everything together.
Yeah. Right? So that's why I said I will try this. At least it's just a postcard, right? So
Yeah.
very, you know, it's like okay, I think I can do a postcard. You know, a postcard or a tag if you are a beginner may not be like as imposing as if let's say you're doing something like a full card and something like that. So
I agree.
only if
Ooh.
I have a brush. I know I have a brush. It's a little bit wider,
Right,
so
this
it's
one.
easier to put this together. But
Little
you
bit
can have
mango.
it. Okay, so something like this normally I cannot. I want to. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me forever though. Maybe there's
Oh,
something
what
that
is
I
that?
can.
That snowflake thing is cool.
Yes, but then normally I don't want the background.
Oh,
But
okay.
then it's gonna take me forever to fuzzy cut it. So, okay. So for this, okay, I'll give myself grace not to fuzzy cut it. Okay, it's okay. You will not fuzzy cut it. Okay. Just talking to myself. Guys. Hi, Michelle. Not forget
I
to
like
send
that.
them. Caffeine stops me from going mad. That's for sure, right? That's how I started,
Good thing with
my
sun.
crafting on my channel, Jay. It was during the pandemic. It's like during that time
I
where,
know you said that you would go live for like 5 or 6 hours at a time. I mean, you would
yes,
like go
because
live all day
there's
basically.
nothing to do.
Oh, that's
I was
fair.
locked up, right? So I said, okay, because you can't go out. You're not allowed to go out.
Yeah.
Uh, you're only allowed to go out when you need to buy food and stuff like that for the family. And it's only for a certain
Mhm.
number of hours. So I said, okay, so what will I do? Right? So that's how it started.
Hmm.
I found my daughter's old channel, which has she created when she was 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like surprised that she had like 500,000 views,
Whoa.
350,000 views. And it says there, this channel is monetized. I go, how can that be? We've not gone to that channel for 9 years. How did that happen? So, I got intrigued.
Was it just some random thing that got popular? I mean,
She did,
because
how kids are unboxing,
Mhm.
right? So she used to unbox toys. But sad to say, guys, during
Oh.
those times, what do you call this? The law to protect the kids, okay,
Mhm.
wasn't really fully enforced. So the comments about, her being not, a Filipino, her color, her
Oh
accent,
my.
all those things.
Well, that sounds not great.
Yes. So I removed or muted all the comments, but then she saw it
Mhm.
already. So
Oh.
so that's why she stopped. But lo and behold, so during, as I said, 2021, when I saw it, like, said, oh my goodness. So this thing actually, like, even like decades from now, you can still see, right? What you've done.
Yep.
So I said, oh, okay, let me see. Maybe I can do something that, one of my own. And so I did. And so I went live Wednesdays and Saturdays since 2023.
Wow.
Last, okay,
That's a good memory.
no, I really didn't miss any, Jay, for the life of me. I was live Wednesdays and Saturdays no matter what. And then I did, what do you call that, vlogmas in
Oh
2021
yeah.
as well. So that started it all. And then I've enjoyed it so much that, when everything opened up again, so I said I wanted to, because it's a mommy channel. It's Mommy Guide Inc., right? So it's not just
Mhm.
really meant to be a crafting channel.
Right.
But somehow, when I tried to navigate through content that's more on the moms, it
Mhm.
it's okay. It was okay. There was, people watching and stuff, but people were like, "Why are you not live? Where are you?" It's like,
Oh
"Oh,
my.
okay." So it's like, I felt that, I owe it to them that,
That's
when
fair.
I was starting, nobody watched me, but they were there. And now that, that the world is opened up, I want to do something else. I don't want to do this anymore. Right?
Mhm.
So I said, okay, so I think I really need, anyway, I love crafting, right? So
Yep.
crafting has to continue. So I continued my going live, but, instead of like twice a week going live, I narrowed it down to just once a week for now. Okay,
Mhm.
until things get a little better. Look at this, Jay. I have this holiday
Oh
house
wow.
felt Christmas. This is for scrapbooking. This is American Crafts. I don't even know if American Crafts still there. I think maybe no. And
I don't know.
this one's chipboard. Chipboard Christmas. Also from American Crafts.
Wow.
I'm a hoarder really before, but now no more. I call my oh, look at that. It's sealed. Guys, it's sealed.
Wow.
It means I haven't even opened it. Amazing. What a hoarder, right? So okay, we will use this so that
No,
we
no, no.
can
Collecting for a specific occasion that just hasn't happened yet.
Christmas
Right.
Jay. For real.
Well, I mean, Christmas hasn't happened this year yet.
I love it. You are a friend indeed. Okay, let me
But yeah,
see.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you
I like to
resonate with
collect the
me.
stuff too, so it's kind of I get it because it's nice to have all the cool stuff.
Because just like anything in the beginning, I really didn't know what to get, what to buy. It's just, oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get it. Oh, this is on sale. Okay, I'll get it. Right? But never really knowing what you're gonna use it for in the end.
Right.
So
Right.
that's why um because that time nobody really like I couldn't find somebody who taught me like just basics. This is just the only thing you need to do. Okay, you don't need to buy all of the things, right?
Oh
So but
yeah.
probably if I had somebody like that earlier on, I would not have gone into probably just a little tad, not as crazy as I was, right?
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
it
I got really good advice on that early on, but then didn't follow it. So I don't know.
so that's why I said, having that's basically one of the things that I wanted to do in the so that people who are going through the same thing we are do not need to create that expensive mistake of needing to buy all the things,
Oh yeah,
right? So
that's a
if
noble cause.
exactly. If only somebody told me that I really don't need all of these things, right? So that's why I appreciate
Hmm.
Jennifer Maguire when she like does stuff. Okay, I'm showing you all of this, but you don't need all of this. These are just, to show you what is out there, right? So it's not okay. You need to buy this. You need to do this. Da, 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 da. No, she will show you something. If you like it, inspires you, go grab it. And I think basically that's what everybody else in the community is now. Oh, I want to show you something, Jay. I got this yesterday. Look how it's like a dollar store here in the Philippines. So
Oh
it goes
wow.
like that, right?
Oh, so it folds
And
flat.
then
Oh,
you
that's
just
really
hang it
cool.
on the side of your table. So it's like a trash can. So it hangs onto
Oh,
the
that's
my
neat.
Alex drawer. It's so cute, right? And it's
That
like
is cool.
a dollar. So that is awesome.
Yeah, I was really happy in some swag bag I got. It's like one of those little pop-up garbage cans that's made out of fabric, so it folds really flat. But
Mm-mm.
Elizabeth says your trash can is adorable.
Yes, right. It is. I actually saw one in green and I thought about you, Elizabeth, actually. So when I see something green now, I think about Elizabeth. When I see something teal, I think of Lynn. When I see something neon, I think of the Liz. It's like you
That's
guys are like
awesome.
when I see turtles or really nice stamp, it's like I think of Jay.
I do like the sea turtles. I don't know,
Right?
like it was funny because I think the last turtle thing I posted, like I have a great community, but like someone was like, "Is it turtles again? Really? Like, haven't you seen like 15 cards with turtles?" I'm like, "There can always be more, you know."
Yeah, but I love that turtle series. And that that human stamp series of boy, and I love that as
Oh
well.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't I want
Oh,
more
the
of
greeting
those.
farm one.
Yeah,
Oh, I just got another one, but yeah, they
from
there
what
are
company is that, Jay?
from the greeting farm.
Oh, greeting farm. Oh yeah, I only have the Anya. Remember the Anya? The greeting
Oh
farm
yeah,
old.
let me show you this because I thought it was super cute.
Yeah, I like those as well. They're kind of expensive though here for us, and very limited
They're
suppliers
kind of this
for
is
it.
the like Anya, so it's got an Anya. Oh, you can't see me. I
Oh yeah, yeah.
apologize.
Bigger J, bigger J.
But this just came in the mail. This is the like you. It's got two
Oh, nice.
Ians
Okay. I
and
only have
then one
one or two
Anya.
Ian. Yeah.
Says I like you just a hello. I really like this just a hello. I'm sure I'll get a lot of use out of that. And you're too cute, which I'll probably never use for anything. But still, it's still pretty neat.
Nice.
And they had a this scale Ian and Anya that's they had a summer release that was awesome too.
See? You have a lot of awesome, and I'm my gosh, the gifts that you gave away, Jay. It's like when
I
I
know people
saw
are like
the unboxing.
someone was
Oh
like
my,
mad at me because they're like, why the well, not really mad, but
Jay, I
people are
was
like,
like,
you're being too generous.
I
I
saw
was
my
like,
name being flashed like that before Linda. So I said, "Mommy guiding." I said, "Okay." Then it moved. It's like, oh, it's like,
oh,
oh my goodness. But that was so much fun, right? But then thank you again, Jay. That was a generous gift back.
yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
It's just I don't know. The thing I think is cool is like this is just stuff that was hanging out in my house, and it's just really neat to watch what people make out of it.
I
And then
would
you're like,
want to
oh
hang in
yeah,
your
I should.
house. Right? I
I don't
would
know. It's so
want.
nice to be able to find stuff. Like I'm sure when every time you do like a rearg, you feel like that too, where it's like, well, I actually know how much paper of various types I have, right? So like I know if I actually need to buy it or not,
Correct.
as opposed to like, well, I know there's a whole crate of paper and it might be the one I want, but I don't know. I fall prey to the well, I'm already at Michael's. I might as well buy another pack of this color that I
Correct.
know I like.
Look what I found, Jay. I will do this for Gaz. I'll send this to you as a kit, as a whole pack, but I will already assemble.
Oh,
Jay,
what are
I
they?
mean Gaz, because he likes this one, right? The Santoro Gorgeous Girls.
Oh, yes, he does.
Okay, maybe I'll just make two, and then I'll leave the others because he likes this. Okay, so I'll give this to Gaz.
Do you know
I'm
much
not
about the
really into
brand? I'd never
gorgeous.
heard of it before.
Because
I mean,
one
that
of
doesn't mean
my
much.
partner stores here in the Philippines is distributor of Gorgeous, this one. So every now and then he sends me stamps,
Ah.
dice, papers for the show.
Oh, so that's a whole brand. I mean, like that
Yes,
isn't just a
it's
line within a brand.
Santoro,
It's like
the
okay,
Santoro. So they
neat.
have the Santoro Gorgeous Girls. Okay, but this is actually J now collector's item because they
Oh, okay.
discontinued creating the stamps and the dice last year. They only
Well, that's
now
kind of
make
sad.
merch like the bags, the shirts,
Oh,
those
okay.
kinds, but the stamps and the dice
That's
no
too
more.
bad.
So if you get a hold of the stamps and the dice, you get a hold of it because it's not gonna be manufactured anymore. They stopped. So people went crazy collecting, right?
I
So
see. That makes sense.
you know how it is when it's like, oh no, it's not
Yep.
gonna be it's going to be discontinued. Okay, so people start, you know, collecting and buying
Well, those
stuff.
cash groups are always you're like, you find something you like, and like I don't know. This is probably just a me thing, but it's like you're like, wow, they've been making these for 20 years. Like there's just like so many cool ones.
Exactly.
Or
Now
like,
my
what was it? Like, I had this weird moment where I realized that like the greeting farm like has makes tons of red rubber stamps,
oh
or
yeah.
not anymore, but you know what I mean, like historically. So I was just like, Oh dear, I hope I don't ever like. You always kind of live in. You always
My
hope that like.
Anya and Ian is
Mhm.
Christmas. They have a
Oh, that's
Santa
cute.
hat. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to pull it out one of these days. Okay, so this is kind of retro Christmas. So let's do that. Okay, and then I'll probably add just some a little bit more of ribbons, and I'll see. I actually want to do some sewing, but that's gonna take a little
Were you the
while.
one who told me that you had like a really amazing stash of ribbon, or is that someone else I'm thinking of? I
I
feel
do
like
have.
everyone who
Yeah,
there was
we. I
someone
think
who was like, "Oh no, I have like the whole ribbon area," and I was like, "Uh oh,"
yes, because before here, I don't know if you can see it. No, you cannot. Okay, I have here at the
Oh wow.
back, like all my buttons. Okay, I'll show
Mm-hmm.
you. Are color coordinated and it's like hanging on top of my desk at the back. You see?
Oh wow, that's
So
cool.
reds, oranges, neutrals, pinks. Yeah, so they're like that. Same with my ribbons. So I arrange them by color.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That probably makes them easier to find too.
exactly. Right? So, you know what? I should
It's not
start
like you're like,
just putting things so I can at least have something done today. I actually just wanted to pull out prints, but then again, no. You know, we should at least have something created.
I really like this card design. Like these are really neat.
So true. Oh, hi, Linux. You're here.
He is. He's here. He's sitting. Maybe he'll jump
He's
on my
so
lap and then I
sweet.
can.
He is so sweet. Okay.
Except when he sits on things like when I'm crafting that I need, but
You
this
know,
is
if he were a person, I'm sure he is crafty too. You think so?
yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
he's very chill too. So like at
Yeah.
least it's a good crafting energy. Like no, you didn't wreck the card. It's fine. You can fix it.
This is perfect. You know, the vinyl one. And then it
Oh,
says
that's
Christmas
cool.
Carol. Oh, perfect.
Oh wow, that is
That,
awesome. It's amazing.
exactly. Okay, so let's stare it a little bit. Yeah. So we can have that kind of a.
I love tickets so much. I don't know why I don't own a ticket stamp set yet, but I feel like that should be in my future because
Right?
they're
It's
just
so
fun.
cute.
Well, they're really fun for like I don't know collagey kind of things.
Hmm. There you go. No, doesn't resonate. See? I don't have anything planned. I'm just pulling things out of nowhere and see if it resonates with me, if it works.
I will say from your
Oh,
craft room tour though, like you have an awesome stash of all sorts of stuff, right? Like
oh yeah, if only I could remember where they are, right? So that's why it was imperative for me to create that craft room tour. Oh, this is already a postcard, so it's this is done. Okay. That's why I think for all of us, in a way, it doesn't have to be like a craft room that is like, you know, the ones that we find in, you know, our favorite crafters out there. Just make it into something that works for you, right? So there. And
yeah, I
then
mean
I
it
will
reminds
just
me of
add some more stuff.
yeah, it was a tip I got early on in like learning about video editing, and it was kind of like, well, these are the things you can do, but ultimately it's more about sort of finding a process that optimizes for you. Yeah, our camera's still working. There's
Yes.
just a cat here. You
Yes.
can
So
sit on
that's
my
so
lap there.
true, right?
There we go.
So that's why again when I always tell people, you know, this is not like the way to do it. You know,
Right.
hopefully it just
It's a way to do it.
yes, you know, jump starts you if you are in. Sometimes we are, you know, just Sometimes we just need inspiration. Okay, and that thing actually isn't the thing that you will really do, but somehow that spark the interest. I can do it, but in a different
Yeah.
way, right? And then you get started, right? And I feel that for most of us who do, our live streams or who do this in the internet or in the interwebs, that is really our desire, right? So really not to for you to do whatever it is. But I do understand, Jay, when I was a beginner, when you tell me that, you know, go to town with it, do whatever you want. I cannot do that
No, I
because
think
I
if you're
don't
a
even know
beginner,
where to
it totally
start.
makes sense, right? Like, I mean, that's like advice that's good once you have a sense of what you like. But I mean, it's not super helpful if you're a beginner. You're like, well,
Yeah,
I don't
so
have
for a
anything, and
beginner,
there's this whole 15 aisles of paper crafting, right? It's like, well, what do I need, you know?
exactly. So when you're a beginner, you really want somebody to tell you, cut to this, put on top
Yeah,
of this, bend like this, right? Because really, they really don't know what you mean by, whatever resonate. I don't even know what resonates with me yet, right? So that's why when we do our videos or do our lives, we always say that it is for beginners, even for, seasoned crafters, because I'm sure, if you're a seasoned crafter, you will not do this way, but somehow, what did she just do? That's wrong. All right.
oh,
So, something
yeah,
like that, right? Okay, I'll do it. It should be this way. But that in a way also helped, right? So, even if
yeah. I
it's not
just
the same
remember,
thing. Yes, Jay.
like, I took this. So it was a color theory class, which is really
Mm-hmm.
quite interesting because it was like they did all the normal color theory, color wheel, whatever, right? But
Mm-hmm.
like the teacher was very focused on sort of like what are the connotations you draw from a specific color, like you like that green, but why kind of
Uh-huh.
ideas. But
Oh, my
anyway,
art
so there's a lot of
journaling kind. Oh.
there were just like a lot of open-ended projects, and there were
Okay.
people who like just found it very frustrating because you have a project that's like go and do some art, do like an art project of your choice with a color you like, and it's sort of like you know like it's interesting if you like open-ended stuff, right? But if
Mhm.
you don't like open-ended stuff, you're like, well, how do I know what to choose, and how do I know what I like, and
And
how
if
do
you
I know what
already
done means?
know what to do, right? But if you really don't know what to do, giving people an option to go ahead and do it your way, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna work, right? So that's why if ever you find this video of Jay and you are on replay or right now you're watching but you're not commenting, it's okay. Okay, I hope that this inspires you, and that is basically what Jay wants. That's why he does also, these videos and live streams. On top of course, it's also a passion that, he and a lot of
Yeah,
us in
that
the
is.
chat like.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because I didn't ever when I started doing video stuff, I never thought it would be fun. And it's a lot like I like the process of making videos, and I never thought that would be a thing. I don't know. But I mean, I feel like you probably had a similar thing with lives. I
Yeah, who
know
would
editing is
ever
still your
thought,
not
Jay?
favorite.
Jay, would you know, I don't even know how to post on Facebook. Like, how do they add photos? How do they do that? How do they add GIF? I mean,
Hmm.
so out of, I am really not, techie to the like the basic of up to now. I'm like, how do I put my IG photo up?
Yeah.
What do I click, right? So I'm that kind of really not techie at all. So for me, at when I started, I was what? I started out the channel 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, but never did put anything about it till 2021, right? So who would
Hmm.
ever thought that now I can go live, I can do videos, I can come into other people's live stream like with Jay or with Lynn or with some of you. This was never part of the equation. This was never part of my plans, but somehow it did. And I love it because in a way, when we are at a certain age like I am, I'm 51, I would never have thought in my wildest dreams that I would be doing this. That I can even do this, Jay. right?
Hmm.
So, wow, go live for real. You don't even know how to do Facebook or YouTube, right? So, it's just a matter of the mindset. You really need to, to be there to all out for it, right? So,
Yeah, I
you will
agree.
make mistakes. You will, do something wrong.
Oh, that
You
was the
will,
hardest part, right? Because it's like,
yes,
well, if it's live, you can't like with the video, I could just edit out when you glued the thing on upside down. But like when it's live, it's
exactly.
a
But Jay,
different
you know
medium.
why I went live? I love going live better than doing the videos. You probably know by now because I'm not techie, right? I don't know how to edit. The funny thing, Jay, is when I started this,
Welcome, Shanna.
like 10, 11 years ago or so. If you will check in my channel, you will see when the channel was started, but nothing was
Hmm.
there until 2021. Okay, because it was, I thought that the only thing I needed to do was buy all the gears. I bought the computer, I bought the cameras, I bought the lights, I bought everything.
Oh wow.
But then, do you know how to use the camera to actually live stream, right? Do you know how to do this and that? Do you know how to edit? No, no, no. So I ended up like doing nothing. So do you know the face camera that I'm using right now? That's a Canon 5D, although it's a very nice camera, I have to say. It's a Canon 5D Mark II. It used to be even used for filmmaking, but I've
Oh
had that
wow.
for 15 years, Jay.
Well, in
15 years.
fairness, like a good like SLR is never gonna stop working. So I mean,
Exactly. So, and then the rest, this one, my overhead cam is
yeah.
just my phone. An
Yep.
iPhone 12, guys.
Oh wow.
I am just using camo so that it's really
That
just
makes sense
for,
though.
yeah. So there are a lot of things
Hmm.
there that if you don't know anything, like the other day, Jay, I saw one of our friends. I don't know if you remember Matt has, you know, um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
awesome fun things. He was a
Hmm.
guest in my
Oh yeah, he did that like dual like
vlog.
do vertical and the other one at the
Yeah, so
same
I,
time.
we were in the same community. I said, Matt, I know some of our, the people in our community are so frustrated about me always going vertical, but I'm testing this out, so I need to go vertical. But then there are people who really like want to watch on TV, so they don't want it to be vertical; they want it to be the horizontal. And then he said, "Okay, I found a way. Okay, can you share it with me?" And then he started explaining, Matt, that's not how my brain works. I need to see it. I need an action. Okay, I'll make a video for you. And he did. So, guys, if you want to check that out, okay, I put a link to that one on my Facebook. Okay, so thank you
Cool.
again, Matt,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
So,
I saw it in my feed somewhere, I think.
yeah, so that's another nice thing about our community, right? So if you don't know something, you can ask. Like before, I really wanted to do mixed media. I asked T, right? So I was in
Oh,
there.
that's good.
Yes, I was in there the comment section that time because I was jet lagged. So I was able to
Yeah.
watch them that time. So I said, T, can I invite you for my vlogmas? It's just like I was there for the first time in the chat and she was very gracious. And then behind the scenes, she told me, don't be afraid of color. Color is just like this and that. At the end of the day, so what if you make a mistake? It's just paper, do it again or do something else again. So, we have a super awesome community. And that's why people would say, do you sleep? I do try. but then but then you guys keep on going live or updating video or uploading videos. So it's like I'm gonna go to sleep and then I see a notification that
Yep.
somebody is going live or something, and I say, "Ooh, okay, I will try to watch a little bit." Again, it's
Yeah,
not
I've had
because
that
you
happen too, where it's like where you start watching it, you're like somehow then you're like, oh, somehow it's 2 in the morning now, and I need to be up at 6.
yeah, but it's awesome. I love it. I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm just stating a fact that you guys, are awesome. I thank you so much that I have found you guys. So maybe that's why I needed to be jet lagged because that's how I found you guys. And it was in Lean's channel that everything started actually for me. I do have like a small community here in the Philippines, but you guys are like you're so much bigger, than us. So again, these are
Well, and
just
you have like local people too.
yes, yes. So I actually wanted to also show the amazing crafting community and the people that we have here in the Philippines, because
Oh,
we are
cool.
a very small country in in the Southeast Asia, that not many people even know that we can do this. People were
Yeah, it's
like,
just
"Oh,
said
you
that at 2
have
a.m.
you have paper trimmers there? You have this?" Yes, we have. But in fairness, really, before we didn't. Really, it was just like your art paper, your fancy scissors. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. But technology and we also it became available for us as well, so it's awesome, but not as with you guys, right? So if there's a new release, you always get to have first dibs, right? So you guys are awesome. So
Yeah, I forget if it
sometimes
was like your guest who was mentioning that there's like often like things often like I mean U.S. companies often release in the U.S. first and then like the European releases later essentially.
yes, and then it no
I
last
mean, and
for
vice versa
us.
probably.
Yes,
We
and
have a
then most
couple
of the
local
time you
companies I
guys buy
thought.
everything, so nothing is left for us. That's why, Jay, please, when the Spellbinders one. Okay, what will you do for Advent calendar this year?
I'm not sure. There's a couple that have caught my fancy. So I like to do a brand I don't know anything about. So I've really been looking at the Tailored Expressions one because I own zero Tailored Expressions things. So like I wouldn't get a duplicate, but I've always been very tempted with their quad stencil things, where you
Oh,
basically like it's like an 8.5 by 11 multi-layer stencil, but when you're done,
oh
you
wow,
just
it's
quarter the
big.
sheet. Yeah, but when you're done, you quarter the sheet and have 4 cards. So they're like 4 coordinating cards that aren't. It's kind of like Kendra's card challenge, where it's like it's not like all the same. They're all a little
Oh,
different. So
so
I've
Jay,
been kind of curious.
are we doing another Vlogmas, and then
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
gonna do it
if I
Christmas Eve together,
well, that would be super. I would
right?
enjoy
That's
that
what we did last
because
year. It was awesome.
well, and I always enjoy. I mean, there are. I mean, I guess there are kind of two kind of people. Like, there's the people who get the advent calendar and open everything because they want to see all the stuff. But I actually, I've always done it like on the actual day. So, like, I actually like the
Yeah,
going live because it's sort of like, well, it's a lot to kind of like. I mean, I'm impressed by the people who do like the
yeah. That's why I
25
look
days of
forward
gags or
to like
whatever.
every day for you and Shanna. Shanna also did an advent calendar. That's how I found Shanna, from her advent calendars.
Oh, nice.
That's how
Linda
I
says she
found
has those
Shanna.
quad stencils. See, I've always Linda, I'll there have been many times the quads have been in my cart, and I can never decide on one. So like, I always put like six, pick out like 6 of them, and then I'm like, wow, that's a lot. I mean, obviously you could just start with any of them, but they look really neat. But
Jay,
I would like to try and go.
how
Oh,
about this,
sorry.
Jay? I have an idea. How about those of us in the community who's going to be doing an advent calendar do a hop?
Oh, that'd be fun.
But then again,
I think that would be
you will
cool.
have no more life if you will launch one of us every day. Okay,
Oh,
wait, we gotta think about that. Maybe a
well, you could
shorts
do like
hop.
a kick.
Maybe a shorts hop will
Maybe,
do.
or like a kickoff hop, just like that would be kind of a neat thing because there's so many people who do advent calendar content. Like it would be neat to kind of do some sort of
Right.
a kickoff thing where people would know, like, if you're interested in this advent calendar. I mean, that's why I've never bought
Yeah.
the Spellbinders one because there's people like Lynn and Jana and several other people I follow. It's like a lot of other people are doing it, but
I feel it's
some year,
okay because even if it's the same die or stamp, we all have a different take on it, right?
well,
So
that's
I
true.
feel, yeah, it's fine. I feel
Well,
anyway.
especially
That's
with
my
like an advent calendar, you're kind of gonna. I mean, like you're usually getting a small thing that you're going to pull in
Mm-mm.
a lot of stuff from your stash to sort of
Correct,
work
correct.
with, right? So I mean, like you're gonna, even if everybody has the same thing, like you're still gonna have a bunch of distinct projects.
Absolutely. Agree, agree. So maybe we can do that. Okay, let's
I
marinate
think
on
that's a
that
cool
thought.
idea.
Yeah,
Well,
and
because you
think
could do
about
something
it.
like December 1st, or or you could even do something like at the tail end of November to basically just sort of do like hey, we're all doing
Yes.
these
Maybe
different
not like
daily
every
things.
day because we have a
Yeah.
life. If we do up every day, it's like okay. So, but maybe I think that's a nice idea, right, Jay? We can do something
Well, and
like
I
that.
would probably
Hopefully.
be, I don't know, this year I might just do vertical lives for like sort of the daily stuff for Advent anyway, because I don't
Mm-mm.
know. It was sort of like last year was interesting because I basically said I want to do it daily, but I'm not going to have a set time slot because that would kind of be a little OCD even for me. And,
Yeah, me,
it
right? I
was,
didn't go live every like the same because sometimes especially if I have a guest, right? So my
right,
vlog
right.
must normally have a guest. So I have to work around my guest schedule, right? So I can't have you at 1 in the morning all the time, right? So every now and
Yeah.
then, right? So I do also needed to. That's why normally Vlogmas, it has to be, a time where the guests are also okay with it, right? So, but it's something that you guys, what do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Is that going to be okay? Do you like that? Would you be interested in doing a hop with Jay and I for, Advent calendar? Okay, so let's see. Maybe some of you are interested, then we can, do a hop.
I think, I don't know. I still like, my thing is, I just like the surprise of the advent calendars. I think that's why I like
Mm-hmm.
mystery boxes so much. That's probably why I like giving
Exactly.
away mystery boxes so much. But anyway,
And thank you for doing it. I was like, when they were unboxing your, oh my gosh, that's another one. I thought that was a lot, and this is another one. Oh my gosh, Jay, if you're giving out this much, how much is still left? I can
how
only
much is still
imagine.
left? Let me think. So there's a lot of paper. Yeah, there's a lot. So
And then why
looking,
did you
I
give them
have
out, Jay? Just a question: are they doubles? Let's be real. Are they
no,
doubles,
no.
triples?
Like my whole. So what I did is I basically said like if I haven't used it in a year and a half and there's not like a good reason
Mm.
for that I was just gonna like rehome it
Okay.
if it wasn't a consumable, right? Like if it's
Okay.
paper, like there's paper that I like. I have a whole bunch of Christmas paper, right? And some of it's older, but it's not like I'm not going to use it. It's just that I haven't quite gotten to it yet.
Yeah. This
Which
are
is now I have to
starting.
like resist like buying the Spellbinders card kit because it's like I have 3 that are basically new. So I could just simply use one I have, but we'll see. Every year I say that now and then I like wind up buying it because it's sort of like it gets to like September and then it's on like the like second tier pricing where there's like some deal on it and you're like, "Hmm. Well, in
So
addition to
true.
like for less than the actual original cost, I can get this and all the add-on things." But anyway.
So true, so true. Hold on. I think I have something here at the back. Okay, my papers fell.
Oh, I like your joy. That's cool. The one with the holly is really neat.
Okay, so these are at the back of me. They are like you just push like that. Okay, let's see. Because it's supposed to be like mixed media, right? So there has to be like this is starting to look like just like a card. I think I'm
I mean, that's
defaulting
not
into a
bad.
card, right? But it's supposed to be
I
a
mean,
postcard.
kinda.
Anyway, yeah, postcard is some sort of a card, right? So
Well, it's just a flat card, right? Like, I mean, a postcard is like dimensions, but it's not like you couldn't put 15 layers of foam tape on it if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know that you could mail
oh,
it, but like, I don't know that like these are really they're more like art projects as opposed
oh
to
yeah.
like
So it's probably what do you call this? Postcard, but it has to be put in in what do you call that? Uh, in an envelope because
yeah.
it's too thick, right? It might fall.
Who was it? I think someone someone who really liked like all the Anna Griffin like super decorative dies, like made these like made this wild card I saw last Christmas where it was like maybe 10 different layers of like foam adhesive. So it's like this thing is just like in it, like it's a like it's very impressive looking box. And you open it, and it's like this really over the top card, and you're like, oh my,
Wow.
like it was really cool.
Jay, why it's not I'm only big? We should be together. I see that.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
well,
go big
mostly because you
together.
were doing stuff, and like the only thing
Oh,
that's
are you
happening
done?
here is
Okay, yeah, so we can see your face bigger. Okay, Shanna
yeah.
said you could do a hop for day one to make everybody aware. Oh, okay, yes, that's
See,
what
I
Jay
love
was.
that
Yeah,
idea.
yes,
Yeah, where it's like then people could be aware. But
exactly. Yeah,
well,
and
actually, I can
let's.
show you my cards. I guess that
Oh, see, there you go. Oh, okay, see, awesome. And
some of these
Elizabeth.
you've seen because like
Oh
these are
yeah,
the
that
ones
was
you
your
may not.
class.
Yeah, these were the ones from Sunday where this was a sheetload of cards I had from last year. But these are cut out of the pattern paper, so they're hard to tell in this light, but they are foil blingy. So I made these were the two I made later, but these are the three that were made using Lala's card design, where basically they just push up like this, and then you have cards that can kind of hang out on the mantle, and they're all more or less using the same. I like the idea of having like a little tag on here because it would be flat, because these are still super flat, so they can go, they can go back into the other position without it being too tricky. Because I had done a little bit of decorative stuff on my original version of these cards, and like it's tricky. But then this one I just played around with the die cut that I had because these
Oh,
were
those leaves are nice.
yeah, they're just die cut out of the pattern. Well, no, I scanned and cut them out of the pattern paper because I had
But
like
they are
a little
layered,
strip
right?
set.
They're layered. It's like not one. It
No,
looks
this
like
is just a
layered.
single layer. It's layered
Oh,
and then
okay.
foiled, not by me,
Okay.
but sorry about that. Let me see if we can encourage the kitty to maybe not be here right now. Excuse me, sir. Can I just
Alex.
pick you? Whoa, let me pick you up. There you go.
Hi, my
There you
dear.
go. Hello. Well, the filter's doing weird things with the cat, but yeah, no, I really like this design because like it fits in a normal envelope and it looks sort of it doesn't look that impressive flat, right? But then when you like pop it up, you're like, oh my goodness, that's really neat. But yeah, this is just a single die cut and a single tag, and I don't know.
Awesome.
It worked out pretty well. I really like I really like this because it's so I don't know. I just really enjoy. I like this layout, all this base a lot because these are really easy to make once you remember what the measurements are. We can go back to the same size, but I think people are just gonna like these this year. Plus, I think they'll do really well at the craft fair because like you can just stand them up and then you don't have to display them. You can just sort of have
Mhm.
them like sitting around, and people will be like, "Oh, what's that?" And you
Correct,
can just
correct.
take it and say, "Oh, look, did you know that like you can actually mail this?" Boop.
Oh, and Gas is saying that I actually need to put, I can put some, what do you call that? Seals. Yeah. You know what? Next time
Yep.
I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. But for now, because although
I
I
just
do
like
have
this design because it
posters.
actually made me use a border punch, which I have several of and use not much, but every time I use them, I really like it.
You know that, guys, I have those seals. I just don't know where I put them. Okay, so probably next time. Okay, but I need to stop. Stop. Stop already. Okay, this is it. This is it, Jay. Okay, otherwise we'll be here forever and everybody, you guys need to sleep. Okay. So this is what I've done so far. Again, I'm doing the what do you call it, Jay, again? As jelly gosh, I forgot again. Uh
Like jelly
okay.
postcard or something, or it's
Yes,
like July
jelly
or something.
postcard 20 jelly postcard play.
Okay.
GELY postcard play. So everybody can join, right? You don't have to be part of PM Artist Studio Facebook group to join. But of course, that's
Oh, neat.
where I actually am going to join. But Carrie Griffiths He is he's actually a countryman of Gaz, right? I know he's
Mhm.
also, am I right? He's from the UK? Or yes,
I
I
think
know he
so.
is. Yes, right. So he is the one who started this challenge. And since, jelly printing, mono printing through gel plates is something that I really love. Not because I'm good at it, but because I love seeing how what people can do with it, right? So I said, okay, this is finally I have a goal, right? Because there's an end product that I can actually use it, not just, pull out prints and then stash them later. This is going to be intentional. So I said, okay, I'm going to join this. So that's why I said perfect, because we're going to do Christmas in July in Jay. So I told Jay earlier today, Jay, this is what I'm going to do. He said, okay. All right. So now is day 12 already for me. So I should have 12 already. But since I'm doing a catch up, so I have two, three, I did five today, right? Again, these are not finished because I feel, yeah, it's too, I want more. Right?
Okay.
So there will be ribbon, there will be some stitching. I will, I'll go crazy with it. But again, this is just the base. So this is the first one. It's called, I felt this is perfect because I found the Sentiment
Yeah.
Christmas Carol, and this is a vinyl one, right? And of course,
Hmm.
Christmas tree, right? These are a mashup of different collections. So I don't know where one came from what, right? So I know you resonate with me. You're probably you have the same issue, right? So where did this come from, right? So again, the backgrounds I did earlier on, okay, via gel print, because that's the parameter. There has to be a gel printing on any of the layouts, and the number. Oh, I should put a number, Jay. I forgot. Okay, I will do that later when I post it. Okay, this is the second one. So it's just like, what do you call this, Jay? Holly leaves?
Yeah.
Do you call that holly
Holly
leaves?
leaves.
Okay. Yeah. And then the word joy. Okay, as I said, so this is a
I
kind of
really like that one.
muted,
That one's
yeah,
really cool.
kind of color for Christmas, right? Like a more vintage feels to it rather than the usual bright red, bright green, right? So this one, I'm not so liking it, but it's okay. I just, kind of, the threes. Okay. So this one says Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Okay. So
Oh,
I
that's
like
awesome.
that. As a mixed media, I think this is okay because I have here fabric, buttons, faux
Hmm.
gems, what do you call this? Chipboards, stuff like that. So I think, yeah, this is three. This is number four, very simple one. This is a die cut of foil, what do you call
Oh,
that?
wow.
Golden foil paper, just die
Uh-huh.
cut, right? So I have that in stash, and then I have some of the others that I just believe. So these are all die cuts, and then I just added like a button, okay, there,
Oh,
and
okay.
then, but it's, what do you call this? It's not like a button. It's a
Like an adhesive brand.
like a pin, but it's
Oh, okay.
with a, it's like a sticker, some kind. But it's a metal border, and then this one, just the sentiment. I'll always be as long. I Christmas will always be as long as we stand together, hand in hand, right? So Dr.
Hmm.
Seuss, and it's
Oh,
nice,
that's cute. I like
right?
that.
Yes. Again, I just, ink the edges. And then this one, okay, this is an Altenew flower that I've had. So again, as I told you, when I do project, I make tons of it, right? Since everything is out anyway. So in my favorite color, that's why one of my is yellow. Yes, yellow. All right. And be your own kind of beautiful,
Oh,
right?
that's so
So
cute.
there you go. But I don't think this is gonna be for Christmas. So I have to make turn this
Oh,
into
that's
a
fine.
Christmas. Anyway, they didn't say it has to be Christmas, right? So actually, yeah, this
No.
can be. So that's one, two, three, four, five. Again, you need to put numbers to represent the date. So I have to put the
Oh, I
numbers
see.
later on. That's it.
Awesome. Is there anything on your channel you want to promote while we're wrapping up?
I just want to invite everybody to the coming hops. Yes, Jay and I are actually part of the design team for Kenner's Card Challenge 15, right? So, and the next few days coming up this weekend, and then every weekend after that, there will be a lot of hops going on, both on Instagram and on Facebook. And I hope that you also join us, right? And share your Kenner's Card Challenge takes with us on the group. Jay, thank you so much. Thank you,
You're welcome.
everybody.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys have. I don't really have anything new since the last time we talked, so I will wish everybody a good night and thanks for coming, Lala. And I'll
Thank
see all you
you.
guys later on. Bye.
Bye.